Hello everyone, this is R.S. Miller at the endtimenews.org and today is February 27th, 2014. This is your Fast Track Report. Russian fighter jets on combat alert as the Ukraine crisis intensifies. The crisis in the Ukraine intensified today as pro-Russian armed groups of men took over Crimea's regional government buildings in a coup, hoisting up Russian flags onto the buildings. While at or around the same time, the Russian Ministry of Defense ordered fighter jets to be placed on combat alert along its western borders with Ukraine. The Defense Ministry stated that constant air patrols are being carried out by fighter jets in the borders regions, according to Interfax. The Russian Foreign Ministry expressed concern over what it termed massive violations of human rights in the Ukraine, and reportedly has vowed to defend its compatriots in the region. Meanwhile, the provisional government authorities in Kiev said they were going to send military units to the Crimean to restore order. The interim Ukrainian president, Oleksandr Turchinov, warned Russia against any military aggression in Crimea. He called on the Russian Federation to respect agreements concerning Russian military presence in the Autonomous Republic of Crimea. He also stated that Russia's troops from its Black Sea Fleet should not move outside their naval base in the Crimea. On February 26, at a press conference by NATO Secretary General Anders Fogh Rasmussen, following a meeting of the North Atlantic Council of Defense Ministers, Secretary General Rasmussen laid out NATO's position concerning the current crisis in the Ukraine. He said Ukraine is the most important security issue in Europe today. He also stated that NATO allies will continue to support Ukrainian sovereignty and independence. We will continue to support Ukraine's territorial integrity, he said.
Good evening. Sorry for the slight delay. The Secretary General will start with opening remarks, and then, of course, he'll be happy to take your questions. Secretary General.
Good evening. Ukraine is the most important security issue in Europe today. We have issued a statement which sets out NATO's position. NATO and Ukraine have a distinctive partnership in the NATO-Ukraine Commission, and that remains the framework for our cooperation. NATO will continue to engage with Ukraine and assist with the implementation of reforms. Defense reform and military cooperation remain key priorities. In the context of recent tragic events, transparent, democratic and accountable institutions are essential to the future of Ukraine. A sovereign, independent and stable Ukraine, firmly committed to democracy and the rule of law, is key to Euro-Atlantic security. NATO allies will continue to support Ukrainian sovereignty and independence. We will continue to support Ukraine's territorial integrity and democratic development. And we will continue to uphold the principle of inviolability of frontiers. This is in line with our long-standing partnership.
So, are we about to experience a thermonuclear war with Russia over the Ukraine? Well, I can't say with certainty that we will. What I can say is that the potential for an all-out war with Russia over the Ukraine is a very real possibility, but we will have to wait and see. The other point I would like to make is this. I have watched NATO Secretary General Rasmussen give many press conferences before. However, this time he seems to be a little bit more concerned or stressed than usual. But perhaps it's just me reading into it more than I should. Now here's a little food for thought. One would never travel on a seafaring ship of any kind without a life jacket. And one would never jump out of an airplane without a parachute. So why would anyone go through life without Jesus Christ? He is our life jacket, and He is our parachute. Are you saved? Follow the link in the box below and pray the prayer of salvation with a sincere heart, and you will be saved. May God bless you.